Hey everyone, we are live. I literally just saw this. I'm pissed. Wow, I am pissed. What a stupid decision to actually protect Justin Hall over, man, to acquire Jared McCann to just potentially lose him is stupid to a different level. So we'll send out noties because, let's see. All right. What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining. I know noties didn't go out. Been uploading a lot. What's up, Benjamin? What's up, Mayor? Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, let me try to fix this here. Oh shit, I'm on the other Twitter account. I gotta share this stream. Give me a sec. Alright, dope. Alright, you guys can hear me okay? But oh my god, what a joke. And even this just came out from Frege. Man, that means the Bolts are leaving some pretty good forwards unprotected. That means Yanni Gourde is left unprotected. That could be a pretty good pickup by Seattle. Let's see, let's look at chat. What's up, TSP? Thanks for being here. What's up, Jace fan, Daniel Harrison, Hockey Kid? What's up, Oakley? Thank you for being here, guys. Yeah, I thought, why not? I'll go live. Alright. Let me just notify Discord. But yeah, like, because I uploaded a bunch of videos yesterday, obviously no YouTube notification, which is classic, but... Alright. So we're just going to chill, scroll through, announce Eichel to the Sharks. But, yeah, I think Friedman's tweeting out a bunch. A lot of us were wondering what Winnipeg would do on defense beyond Morrissey and Pionk. Sounds like Logan Stanley was protected. Nashville to protect 5 defensemen? No way, they wouldn't. That doesn't make sense. Well, I guess because, well, Yarncrow, Forsberg. Actually, yeah, I guess Nashville doesn't even need to protect 4 forwards because if they're just going to leave Duchesne and Johansson unprotected anyways. Let me go look at their... Nashville protecting 5 defensemen, so that would include Matt Benning. Is that who he's including that in? I mean, Yarncrow, Cunnin, Sissons, Forsberg. Yeah, no, they should just go... Why would they go 5 defensemen? I don't know why he's saying Nashville would go 5 defensemen, because to me, based on how I see it, they should just protect guys like Tolvanen and Trennan. Why not? Like, do you care about losing Matt Benning? Yeah, I know, no YouTube notification. Well, yeah, JB, I still don't think Seattle takes Landeskog. I'd be surprised. But Hey, what's up, purple guy? No surprises right now, other than I guess. Well, he's putting out their Nashville protecting, but I'm just pissed, man. I don't know what to like. I'm kind of mad, to be honest. If they take, like I want to know what's going on behind the scenes now. At this point, now we have to wait. But like, I imagine Dubas or the Leafs have a deal with Seattle, because in my head I'm like, there's no other way why you would do that then. Like, you acquire Jared McCann just to potentially lose him right away. Like, I don't know why there's this Justin Hall hype, man. I don't get, like, this guy should have been traded right away, or just leave him to Seattle, bro. He's so replaceable. I would pay an extra $2 million for a guy that's somewhat more decent than Justin Hall. Like, go get a David Savard or something, or an Adam Larson. Like, I'm good with Justin Hall just going to Seattle. Like, yeah, and Hollander's like, I think Hollander could be like a middle six decent. Like, bro, it's so dumb. Even, man, I would so much rather Kerfoot than Hall. Like, Kerfoot's so much more valuable to flip for a trade, too. Man, this is so dumb. Like, if they lose Kerfoot for, like, just to lose him, I'm going to be pissed. A few of you have asked if Montreal could trade back for Price at, say, 80% of his salary if Seattle selects them. The NHL will have to approve such a move, and I'd say that's very unlikely. Okay, so that was a little bit of Freege's, like, news, or I guess info for the morning. But, man, why would Seattle even entertain that? People act like these GMs don't talk. Like, they're talking on the daily. Obviously, they're gonna know what's up. Some GMs keep their cards closer to themselves, like, more than others. But Dubas is the king. I mean, he made a good move yesterday. That doesn't really that still doesn't get him out of the weeds on what he's done, like, recently. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. Yeah, I went live, and I kind of figured YouTube wasn't going to send out notifications. But hey, if you guys want to stick around, let's try to build up this stream, get some more people up in here. Canucks says, do I think Seattle gives Landy what he wants? I mean, I'm sure they'll offer 8 or 9 mil, maybe, if they were to have a conversation with him. But I don't see it, man. Like, I don't see Seattle getting Landeskog at this point. Nah, JB, I'd be pissed. I'd be down for Miles Wood, but not for Riley. No. I'd be significantly pissed. Because you're, like, playoff performers are playoff performers. Like, I'm tired of just having guys that don't show up, and then we're going to trade guys that showed up. Like, I see people talking about trading Nylander or Riley. Like, why would we trade Nylander or Riley before trading Marner? I just don't back that. I don't back that concept. Even though the salary cap and, like, the age and all of that, and Marner being, like, potentially a star, like, I don't care, man. Marner could bring back a lot of value, and he's taken up almost the same amount as Riley and Nylander combined. I would much rather Riley and Nylander. Like, not even close. So, Riley and Nylander combined for, like, 12 mil. Nylander's at 11 mil. So, do the math. What's more worth it? I'm down with, if we're going to make moves like that, then move Marner. Or just get a Miles Wood in other ways, and he can be your Zach Hyman replacement. But, man, I don't agree with this protection thing. Like, what a freaking joke, man. Like, that's a load of bullshit. It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, protect both. Just lose Justin Hall or Dermott. So stupid, man. So stupid. Who do I think Seattle takes from Chicago? It's tough to say right now. Salty, I'll have to look at, like, that's why, like, these protection lists are going to help a lot. I was saying Riley Stillman, but yeah, again, it just depends on if there's a forward that intrigues me that's left unprotected. I understand why they're doing this, but again, it's just stupid. I think they're just accepting that they're going to lose Kerfoot, which I don't agree with, man. I think Kerfoot had a great playoffs. You keep him. just like, why are we rewarding bad play? Like, that's why it frustrates me with Dubas. Like, that's the one thing with Dubas and management with like Pridham. They are sometimes so absorbed by like the cap and like what's valuable in the cap situation. So Justin Hall's at $2 million, right? Kerfoot's at 3.5. So they look at that and go, okay, if we can shed that 3.5 million, that's cap space for us. But man, I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. Just move on from Justin Hall. He did not play well. Would I take Chernak over Hall? Probably, yeah. Chernak's more physical. Yeah, I think Chernak obviously like looks better in a good Lightning defense. But yeah, I'd probably take Chernak over Hall. But hey, 60 in the chat. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right. So these lists will probably, like, we'll have a lot of info in about 30, 40 minutes. And then it seems like they're actually going to get posted, I guess, by the NHL Twitter or NHL PR. I don't know who's going to post it, but obviously from NHL, it's going to be posted, I'm pretty sure, by 10:30. But I would imagine the insiders are going to get a hold of a lot of it by 9:45, 10 here. So we're actually going to get it pretty soon, I believe, because I think our insiders for our game have been doing pretty good, so I'll give creds. All right. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I see we're slowly getting more viewers, so that's good. All right. Jay Bauer says it looks like Tampa's 4-4-1 list will be points, Cirelli, Kucherov, Stammer for forwards. Yeah, Hedman, McDonough, Sergei, Chernak for defense. Yeah, so that's what I saw. Well, that's what it says right here. So I agree with you. And the interesting part will be what happens. Does Seattle... There's three things that come out of the Lightning situation. It'll be one, Tampa convinces them enough with a draft pick, prospect, or both, or a little bit of something, and they take Tyler Johnson, or they just outright take a forward, which in this case would probably be Yanni Gourde. Like I've been trying to think, like it could be Killorn too, but I feel like Yanni Gourde is the most attractive age and like production. And then beyond that, they could go defenseman too, but I don't know, man. I think it's Yanni Gourde or Tyler Johnson at this point. I think either Tampa convinces them to take Tyler Johnson in the way of incentives, or they take Yanni Gourde. Because, man, I feel like in this draft, if you can get like a guy like Yanni Gourde to play on your second or third line, that's a W for an expansion team. So I think that's where I would put my money on at this point right now. I would probably do a Yanni Gourde, Tyler Johnson mindset. Nah, Logan, I don't think so, man. I think Tampa either goes full out with a deal with Seattle, they get it done, and Tyler Johnson goes to Seattle, or they just take the hit. I think Tampa losing Yanni Gourde, though, will be really costly. That's basically bye-bye to that whole third line. Yeah, Harrison, Yanni Gourde would be a good choice for Seattle. All right, guys, what do you think? And again, welcome if you're new. I hope you do hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get to 39.3K if we can today. Thank you for the support on the videos. I hope you guys checked out all the videos yesterday. That was wild with Carey Price last night. What do you guys think? Do you have a hot take for me? That's what I'll say, because I'll give you guys a couple hot takes. You know how it is. I always give hot takes. But do you guys have one hot take for me on what we're going to see in a protection list that's going to shock people? Like outside of the Tarasenko, outside of the Carey Price, or maybe like news that will go down, that Seattle will make a trade with a certain team. What's your big hot take on something we're going to see today go down? Richard says Oshie exposed. Imagine they make a deal. That would be crazy. I don't see it. I think they protect Oshie, but Yeah, it's again one of those things like if Seattle has a conversation with Washington and goes, "Hey, we'll give you a draft pick. We'll take Oshie off your hands, the contract. You get some cap space." I mean, who knows? Dougie Hamilton signs with Seattle. That's like, yeah, one of the things that could be a big shocker, eh? If like Hamilton, Landeskog, one of those guys sign with Seattle, because we didn't really see that with Vegas, right? I'm trying to think back, like the only guy, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but the only guy I remember signing, or at least being selected, then signing, was Derek Englund. Was there anyone else that was selected by Vegas and then signed? Yeah, O'Doyle, big shouts to you for being here. Yeah, if Price and Subban are reunited, that'd be pretty cool. Bailey exposed. Ooh, would Islanders fans lose their shit if Eberle was protected over Bailey? No, Richard, I like the hot take. Well, Richard, I said this to a couple people on Twitter yesterday. I had a feeling when Saravelli, because I trust Saravelli, and I think his sources are usually pretty good. When he talked about that, I even said, I was like, you know what? A lot of what happens in Montreal sometimes with Bergevin doesn't get leaked right away. And I said to a couple people, I was like, I'm not confident in it, but I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Price did waive his no movement clause, because it would be a thing I could see Bergevin doing. He's always been bold in his moves. He's always been bold in his decisions. So I was like, don't be surprised if he's left. Like if he waived and then left unprotected. So when I saw it, I was like getting fired up, but like I wasn't also like that surprised. Dakota, I agree. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think Eberle is the right one for both sides. I think Seattle could benefit from like a guy like Eberle in their top six. And again, if you want to be competitive early on in that Pacific Division. And then I think for the Islanders, the extra cap space on top of that. Like at this point, I wouldn't be surprised though if Lou put more incentive on the table for them to try to take Hickey or Komarov. I think they like Komarov, and I know a lot of Islanders fans feel different about that, but I think Lamoriello and Trotz love Komarov. So I could see them doing it with Hickey, for example. I could see them throwing like a third-round pick for Seattle to take Hickey, but we'll see. If not claimed, do Isles go for Landeskog or Tarasenko? Yeah, I mean, Dakota, if it was a scenario where Seattle didn't take like an Eberle, for example, or didn't take like... I don't know. There's been issues with Bellows. Like, I could see a scenario, yeah, where they made a trade, a swap, and brought in Tarasenko. Because I think Eberle would be a good fit in St. Louis. And I actually suggested that. Like, send Eberle and Bellows on their way and bring in Tarasenko. I mean, I just don't know what the scenario is with the Islanders right now with Bellows. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, I think there was some kind of... He, like, failed some tests or something. I don't know what went down again, but... I think Bellows was saying like there was a substance he wasn't aware of. And then last year he didn't get an opportunity, but then obviously it's just like the Islanders sometimes with Trotz and how he wants to play, because then he didn't play Wallstrom when he was healthy. So if they're already crowded in terms of their bottom six, like Panic, they got Richard Panic. They still have Komarov there. And we don't know if they're going to bring back like Palmieri or Zajac. I don't think so, but... and then they have to fit in Wallstrom somehow, and they're going to get Anders Lee back. It's one of those things like, even with losing Eberle, like, does Bellows have a spot in that lineup? Like, I'm just thinking, like, so, like, Anders Lee, Barzal, and then whatever, Bavillier, like, Nelson, Bailey, Wallstrom, Pajot, Panic. Like, that's already, I think I said 9 forward there. So... It's going to get crowded real fast with the Islanders lineup. So I just wonder if Bellows is expendable, or Bellows is a guy that they just move on from. So yeah, that might be my hot take, guys. But I don't know if Bellows actually... Yeah, I guess, did Bellows get enough games in for exposure? I don't even know, but either way, maybe that's my hot take. Bellows getting traded this offseason, or just getting moved. Laine getting exposed. Nah, that ain't happening. But Max Domi being exposed seems like it's gonna happen. Yeah, bro. Like that's why I'm saying like if the Leafs just lose like McCann now for all like after all that they just lose McCann. Like it's just like you would have to imagine the Leafs and Lightning, for example, with these two protection lists, you would have to imagine they have side deals brewing with Seattle. Like guys, I'd be shocked otherwise. If the way Tampa and Toronto are doing this, I think they have side deals going. Like Tampa Bay, I don't think they're just going to lie down and just lose Yanni Gourde. I don't see it. With how valuable that third line's been in their cup runs, I don't think they want to lose all three guys on that third line in one offseason. That would be such an L. Obviously, you don't give a shit with getting the cup, but if you're losing all three pieces of that third line, like you're losing a lot. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I would not be surprised if Seattle just takes McCann. And that's why it's just like, it's frustrating because I get it. You just move on from Hollander as an asset, so it's like whatever. I don't think it's the end of the world. And then you just keep what you had in your current roster. So I understand Dubas's mindset here. I get it. You just take the hit. Whatever. You lose Kerfoot or McCann, you just take the hit. I'll say this. If this is the case and they don't have a side deal and Seattle just takes Kerfoot, I'm down to keep McCann. But if it's the other way around where I'm trying to think what I was going to say. So yeah, if Seattle takes McCann, I still want Toronto to trade Kerfoot. Not that I don't like Kerfoot and that I thought Kerfoot didn't provide value. Man, he was great in the playoffs. Kerfoot and Nylander were two of the best forwards. I think you can get good value from him. Like I could see a scenario where you get at least a second and maybe like a prospect for Kerfoot because he's so versatile. He plays both positions. For a lot of teams in the league, his contract's really good at 3.4, 3.5. That's a really good AAV for a lot of teams. And the term's decent too. So it's not like Kerfoot would not be attractive. Like I think if they take McCann, Kerfoot could still be a good trade piece. Yeah, Caleb, I would pretty much lock that in, guys. I don't think we're gonna get too many surprises in that sense. I would imagine, for Seattle, I would imagine it's either Vince Dunn or Tarasenko at this point. I don't think we're gonna get a surprise or a shocker and then pick Sanford, but you never know. Honestly, you never know. Maybe Seattle has a different perspective and goes, "Ooh, I like that Sanford guy," but I just think Dunn and Tarasenko are more attractive to bring in. Luke, so in 30 minutes, they will be public to, for the NHL, and then, I don't know, they're saying it could be up till 10:30 for us, but honestly, I think the insiders are going to release a lot. John, they're going to be released on Twitter. Kerfoot, well, JB, I think they would have to attach more to Kerfoot, but I could see a scenario where they send Kerfoot to Detroit in a package for Bertuzzi. Yeah, but Richard, I think they're going to try to protect Sammy Blais. Because, unless I'm confused right now, but I think they protected, in the intention of leaving Tarasenko unprotected, I think they're protecting both Sammy Blais and Barbashev. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they're protecting both Blais and Barbashev now. Hamilton to Leafs 7 times 7.8. Leafs Nation, I could see that. A lot of people are trying to tell me that there's no doubt Hamilton's going to get over 8, over 8.5, maybe even 9 mil. But Pietrangelo got under 9, and a lot of people thought Pietrangelo was going to get 10 or 11. Even for myself, I thought Pietrangelo was easily over 9 million, close to 10 mil. So it's a flat cap, and if Hamilton was to come home, I could see him taking a little bit less. But if he really wants to stay in Carolina, then he would just take less there. But I've been saying, I think Hamilton's AAV ends up around 8. So 7.8 on a 7-year term, I could see it. So Richard says O'Reilly, Perron, Thomas, Kyrou, Shen, Sundqvist, and Barbashev will be protected. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess. What were Sundqvist's numbers last year? They would go Sundqvist over Blade, I guess. I guess that was one of the ones I was like debating. I just wonder what they value more, because Sundqvist only played how many games? 28 games? Yeah, you might be right. Blay might be unprotected, but I still don't know if they take Blay over Tarasenko or Dunn. Because he's not that young, is he? He's 25. Statistically, he had about the same as Sundqvist, because Sundqvist only played 28 games, had 9 points. Blay had 15 and 36. Yeah, I don't know. I still think they would take Tarasenko or Dunn. A JC with the $3 dono. Appreciate the donation. Says Talbot or Capo, who gets protected? Your thoughts. So, thank you so much for the donation. Hype him up. Personally, I would protect Capo Kakinen, but based on the rumors and based on what I've read, it seems like they're protecting Talbot. They really value the year Talbot had, and I think Talbot can be a guy that this year and next, when they're trying to compete with more cap space here from the Suter and Parise buyouts, it seems like they're keeping Talbot, which is crazy to me, man. I think Kakinen, with how young he is and the success he had early on, I think you should be protecting him. No offense to Talbot, but man, like, I think what Talbot had last year is like a best case scenario. I don't see, maybe this might be a bad take, but at this point right now, I think what Talbot did this past year is like best case scenario. Okay, I didn't see that this morning yet, but I think Allmark still leaves Buffalo, but I guess it's still up in the air. Bro, it's so stupid that the Leafs are going out of their way to protect Hull. Like, I think it's so dumb. Yeah, like I'm with this guy. I'm with CJ right here. Like, if the Leafs end up losing Jared McCann, like, it does look like freaking Leafs, man. I swear. Like, why am I gonna get excited about anything here? You do something positive and just follow it up by something stupid. Oh, Spence, I'm with you. So stupid. Like, like, oh my God, why? Why are we rewarding bad play? I don't understand this. Man, that's why I'm literally saying, like, I'm still at the point, even though it's been, like, time now, I'm still at the point where I'm like, I would not be that hurt if Marner got traded for a great return. I wouldn't. I've liked Marner. I have his jersey, met him a bunch of times, but I wouldn't. Because why are we rewarding good play? I would feel so much better about Seattle taking Justin Hall than Alexander Kerfoot. You know why? Because I just witnessed Alexander Kerfoot play really well in the playoffs and Justin Hall shit the bed. So I don't know why we're out here rewarding play or rewarding poor play. It's just annoying. Because of Doyle, in their mindset, they're basic. Like, that's why I'm saying I would think Toronto has a side deal, but then this doesn't make sense because I think they paid basically Pittsburgh instead of paying Seattle, if that makes sense. So they gave Hollander to Pittsburgh to get Jared McCann. So essentially they're either getting Jared McCann and losing Kerfoot, or just that was their payment, if that makes sense. You guys following or not? Like, they paid Hollander to either keep Kerfoot, because in another sense, think about like what other teams have done in the past. You pay like a draft pick, like a third round pick. The Leafs don't have that many draft picks. So instead of paying like a third round pick to Pittsburgh, like Vancouver did for Dickinson, right? They paid Hollander. So in this sense, they're either paying to protect Kerfoot or they're paying to just acquire a new player in Jared McCann. I don't know. Like, it's to me, that's the mindset and what Dubas and the Leafs are having in the back of their head, but I don't agree with that mindset. I'm just explaining to you guys what they're thinking. No, so Jason, he doesn't have a no movement clause. He has a no trade clause. It's different. And I don't even think... Yeah, like he has a no trade clause. Jared McCann to Seattle. It's very possible. Who does Seattle take from the Oilers? Right now, it seems very likely it's Tyler Benson. Oilers. I don't even want to get into, well, actually, I'm down to get into that, but if I'm an Oilers fan, I would not want to get into that because as much as I'm ripping the Leafs right now, like, oh, and Lynn's the other one that I think the Canucks are leaving exposed, and that could be a decent pickup, but yeah, it seems like they're exposing Tyler Benson, which is just a classic Oilers move. So stupid. Anyways, we only got 49 likes. Yeah, so we got to step that up. Let's get 100 likes. Let's go. And yeah, subscribe if you're new. Let us know in the chat if you're a new viewer. And man, in 20 minutes, we will probably know most of the protected lists. Again, officially, I think we're going to get them like posted everywhere by 10:30, but I'd imagine by 10 we get a lot of them. All right. Yeah, Logan, he is kind of expensive. That's why it's like, I think that's why Tampa's doing this, because they'd rather keep McDonough and Sergachev, obviously Sergachev, but I think there was at a point where they were considering losing McDonough, but I think they saw how McDonough played again in the playoffs. He's just too valuable if they want to compete again. His price getting picked? Well, Jacob, he can. It's a matter of if Seattle has the kahunas to do it, you know? I mean, bro, that is dumb as shit. This is the big facts right here. This is literally the big facts of the morning, guys. Like, I'm so stupid, man. I'm just going to leave that up for a bit. Yeah, because I'm just thinking, unless there's a side deal, Seattle's 100% going to take Jared McCann. And what a freaking idiotic move that is. Yeah, so Caleb, I think the Preds were talking to Seattle potentially about taking one of Duchesne Johansson. I feel like Duchesne would be more, like, okay on Seattle's mind. Like, I just think Johansson's been struggling so much consistently, like, on a consistent basis, so I don't know. I think Nashville's busy right now. Who's more attractive, Zadorov or Gaudette? Well, Zadorov's an RFA, and I feel like he has more potential to play like top four or you know, at the very least he can be a decent or good bottom six or bottom pair guy, I mean. So I'd say Zadorov right now on the surface, but Gaudette still has, I think, a little bit of untapped potential. So it just depends. I think if you're talking about the expansion draft, that's why I'm saying like Zadorov could be a good bottom pair guy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick if they pick Gaudette. I just think Gaudette's one of those guys, like, he's super skilled and, like, can be super streaky. He's just got to be in the right scenario. Like, it depends. I think Gaudette, actually, you know what's funny? He's always kind of played up the middle, but I've actually kind of saw Gaudette, like, I think he should move to the right wing. Like, I think Gaudette could be successful on the wing. Hey, JC with the 5. Thank you so much for the donation. We got 170 in the chat. Let's try to get more people up in here. Drop a like. Share the stream out. Get your friends in here. Says, who do you think goes to Seattle from the Wild? Sorry if you answered already. My thoughts were Susie or whoever we don't protect goalie-wise. I'm right there with you, JC. Go check out my video if you want. I will be, based on the protected list, I will be posting a new video this afternoon. So right when I see the protected list, probably by like 12 or 1 Eastern time, I'll have my final Seattle Kraken prediction video out because I'll have a lot more of an idea based on the protection list. But to answer your question, 100%. Thank you for the dono. I believe Susie or Kakinen will get picked. I'd say I'm 95% on that. My 5% is if the Wild attach like a second round pick for them to take Victor Rask. I think it's going to be expensive for them. So yeah, yeah, Caleb. Unless Minnesota attaches a decent pick or something else. But Man, I still don't agree with this. Like, why do you care about keeping Justin Hull so badly, bro? I would rather a different guy in the top 4. It's so stupid. So dumb. Who do I think Seattle will pick from Philly? Same thing on what I just said, but the interesting one is I'll say this. JVR had a pretty good year, and he's only got 2 years left of the $7 million cap hit. If they have the space and they don't have many guys that they're drafting on the left wing, I could see Seattle taking JVR. So my pick right now, as it stands, would probably be JVR. But if Philly gives incentives to take Voracek, or if they're short on defensemen and they're drafting, again, it's so circumstantial because it can, like, their pick with Philly could be affected by their pick with, like, Boston, for example, right? Picking a defenseman with one team, then having to pick a forward with another. So it's just so circumstantial, but JVR is probably... You think he's protected now? If he's protected, fair, but I still don't think so because, well, Richard, then I'll say this because this is just more effective of an answer. If they protect JVR, then Philly should or Seattle should take Abe Kubel, because I think if they had JVR protected, that means Abe Kubel is unprotected. So I'll say that on stream right now. The best 2 picks would be JVR or Abe Kubel, whoever is unprotected between those 2. Which team is better, Ottawa or Toronto? Well, skill-wise, it's like right now it's Toronto, but Ottawa in a year or 2, I mean, you never know. I think even this year, if Ottawa's goaltending can be better, like if Philip Gustafsson can have his big coming out party and Ottawa can get a defenseman, I think that's the biggest thing I'd say. If Ottawa can get another... These are the 3 things that Ottawa needs to have maybe a successful year. They need to acquire a center. They need to get a partner for Shabbat, and they need to have consistent goaltending. No, Salty. And you want to talk about hot takes? There's 2 guys that I think Seattle has their eyes on a little bit. Like, Kakanen's one with Minnesota, but the 2 guys I would look at potentially is Joey Decord and Vanacek with Washington. Those 2 guys could be interesting targets potentially. What's going on? Drop the puck. Thanks for being here. Jason, JVR exposed? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think JVR will be exposed, but you never know. We'll see in a bit. We're going to see soon in 13 minutes. Yeah, okay, we're talking about Ottawa a bit. Again, ask questions like in whatever direction, guys. If you ask me a question, I'll answer. Vanacek has to be picked, in my opinion. Well, yeah, Richard, again, it's very circumstantial. I understand sometimes it's so easy for us to say, oh, Vanacek's going to get picked. This guy's going to get picked. But again, it's very circumstantial because if Seattle picks Price, for example, it seems like they're most likely going to pick Traeger. If Kakanen's available in Minnesota, like, that's already 3 goalies. Then they maybe go in a different direction. Like, yes, I think Vanacek's attractive, but they also have to build a defense. And that's the only reason why I was saying, like, I could see them picking Dillon or Schultz, is because Dillon and Schultz, for me, have the capabilities of playing top 4 minutes. I'm not saying that they're going to or they're going to be successful in that, but we've seen in the past both those guys play successful top 4 minutes. Oh, I mentioned this, bro. If this is it, if this is the protected list, they actually protected Watson over Tierney. If I was Seattle, I'd pick Tierney. Oh my. What's up, Oliver? What do you guys think? If you're Seattle, would you pick Dadonov, Tierney, or Joey Decord? I think I'd pick Tierney, man. See, Dadonov could be a decent piece for a bounce-back year, but he's in his 30s, and he's a $5 million cap hit. I feel like Tierney would be a perfect second or third line option for Seattle. Bro, imagine Seattle comes out of this draft with, if they were to get convinced to take Duchesne off Nashville, Duchesne, Yanni Gourde, and Tierney would be pretty good center options. I think Tierney's the way to go here. I think this would be a good pick for Seattle. Damn, Massimo. Yeah, man, hopefully feel all right for the rest of the day or get a nap in. Elias is saying Dadonov, obviously. I don't think that's obvious. Dadonov didn't really have a good year. I think Tierney provides a little bit more for them. But we got 200 in the chat, guys. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Let's try to get 39.3K, like I said. Tyler says, did the Leafs acquired McCann in a way to protect Kerfoot? Is that not better than giving Seattle a first and third to not pick him? Only gave a prospect a seventh. Yeah, but Tyler, what I'm saying is protect both. Like, there was a way to protect both. Protect 7 forwards and 3 defensemen. I just think the only thing I'm thinking on Dubas's defense is if he believes Justin Hall would garner more of a return than Kerfoot, which I don't believe to be true. I could be wrong, but our team's not watching Hall play. He played like shit on the second half of the season and in the playoffs. Like, man, I've been saying this. That's why it's like if the Leafs go out of their way to trade Riley or trade Nylander, it's such a joke. Like, these are the guys that stepped up in the playoffs when it mattered. I'm tired of, you know what's shit, like, culture and just, like, bad for your team morale is when you're trading guys that were literally playing well and rewarding shit play. Justin Hall played like shit, so are we going to keep him? Marner played like shit, so we're, like, just going to move on and everything's good? Like, no. You don't reward poor play. I get asset management. I understand it. But even in this sense, I don't understand how this is asset management. Yeah, Spence, of course. Like, it's just a joke, man. So, Kerfoot left unprotected. That means McCann's being left unprotected. What a freaking joke. I'm literally gonna rage on these mans. It might be an HCH rage video today. I honestly, Kyle, Nick Ritchie's being left unprotected. I think I was saying, imagine Seattle takes like Trent Frederick or Lazan or just like that's like barely an L for Boston. But man, I think Nick Ritchie could be picked up now, and Nick Ritchie would be a pretty good option for the third or fourth line. Leafs Nation says side deal. Dubas is dumb, but he's not betting dumb. Leafs Nation, I don't think there's a side deal. I think they made the deal yesterday as part of the side deal. I think I had the wrong perspective. I think a lot of Leaf fans had the wrong perspective on that trade yesterday. I thought they were picking up McCann in the efforts to protect 7 forwards, but no. I think they did that because Seattle was asking for too much for them not to touch Kerfoot. That was just their deal. They brought in McCann to have both McCann and Kerfoot and to be able to keep one of them, which I think is so stupid still, but I understand the mindset. So I'm making that clear. I understand the mindset. I don't agree with it though. Luke, I think the Miro extension was genius by Dallas. Get it done with. Get it long term. Don't bullshit. Bridge deals end up coming to cost teams. Nah, Dakota, that doesn't happen. But imagine Toronto had done that. Imagine Toronto had gone to Tavares and gone, hey, buddy, we need you to waive your no movement clause so you can get exposed so we can protect both these guys. I don't think that was ever going to happen, but I mean, Montreal did it with Price. Well, I don't know how people actually were calling Heiskanen's contract overpaid. I mean, he's basically earned that money now, but think about Heiskanen 1, 2, 3 years from now. Like, he's how old? 22 years old? Like, give me a break. No, Dirk, I'm not saying Tavares was exposed. I'm just saying that, it would have been crazy if it had gone down. But yeah, guys, hey, over 200 in the chat. Let's go. We have, should I get the timer up? Maybe I should have had the timer this whole time. But we're about to get a lot of info in 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. Let's get the countdown going. Let's pull this up. Oh, shit. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's the timer up there. How much time we got left? Ooh. Did someone reply? I don't have the Athletic thing on here. I guess it's just Zadorov that's being unprotected. Well, we got 230 in the chat. Let's go. Welcome if you're new. I believe something's happened behind the scenes. Price seems like a guy to choose his family over any franchise. I think just wants to be closer to home. Yeah, well, Doyle, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was kind of a mutual thing. I'm sure Montreal was like, you know what, we really want to keep Jake Allen and potentially just keep both and willing to take the risk. But at the same time, I feel like a guy like Price, if he felt it was the best thing for his family, he would say no. He would say, I'm not waiving it. But I think in his way of waiving it, he sees it as an opportunity to go home, or be close to home, I should say, and his wife's from there, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down. I think it should go down. I think it'd be so cool for the league. I think it'd be cool for the Kraken. Joe Hav says Bergevin has planned to keep both goalies. We'll see. Oh, TP, I think it's a freaking joke that Hall was protected. Let's see. Protect Justin Hall or protect both Kerfoot and McCann? I wonder. So just, oh my God, man. What did they see in Justin Hall? Guys, are you watching different? Yeah, I agree with this. I still think it's Kerfoot, but how do you not select McCann if you're, I don't know. No, bro. Steven, they went to 8 skaters, not 7. Bro, this man's wildin'. Well, yeah, Dougie Hamilton's obviously not protected because he's a UFA. Doesn't make sense to protect him. But yeah, guys, let us know in the chat if you're a new viewer. We want to hype you up. I'm sure there's a lot of new people in here, so don't be shy. We got hockey fans up in here. Yeah, JB. Well, here's the thing. Dubas needs to go back to having an understanding that sometimes you make trades for the now, but you also always need to keep in mind. I think Dubas just threw that out the window. I think he just threw out the window like that. You can have trades that are for the future and for the now. And Foligno was not for the future. That was for the now, and it completely backfired. You can see from Washington, St. Louis, your winning year is never usually when you predict it. Tampa, I think in a way, Tampa had real expectation that they were going to go back-to-back. That's different. That's not always the case for all teams. So there was a lot of other options where Toronto could have went out. They could have got Jared McCann at the deadline, for example. I'm not saying Pittsburgh was going to trade him, but you never know. Or like a different kind of Jared McCann. They got Foligno, and they're going to lose Foligno probably for nothing. And nah, it's dumb. But hey, under 2 minutes, guys. Under 2 minutes. Well, Logan, obviously, but we don't know what happened behind the scenes. Maybe Hall didn't want to come to Toronto. Could have gotten David Savard. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if David Savard would have necessarily made the difference because the Leafs just couldn't score, right? That wasn't their issue. Wasn't defending. Their issue was scoring. Bogosian and Muzzin were out. Well, yeah, Gordon, you can't predict that though. And what? Bogosian wasn't out, just Muzzin. Well, Bogosian was out, but then he came back for the playoffs. But, yes, Michael, we live. 260 in the chat, let's go. But you can't predict stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But will they sign Hyman? Hey, how's it going, Kelly? Thanks for being here. I think they're still going to try. If they can get Hyman down to $4 million per, I think there's a chance that they keep Hyman. But outside of that, I think there's a chance Edmonton offers close to $6 million per, and Toronto's not touching that. But hey, Darno with the membership. Thank you so much. Let's get some Darno hype in the chat. Let's go, Darno. Thank you so much for the dono. Let's go. All right, guys. It's about to turn 10 o'clock. We might not get the list out right away because apparently it might be not till like 10:30, but I think insiders are going to start sending tweets out. So I think here in a second, we're going to get the... All right, it's 10 a.m. Big 10 a.m. hype. Yo, let's get protection list hype in the chat. We're about to get them. Does Jerry get taken? It's possible. Wait, what's this? Yo, is this man Wilden? What's going on here? Who is this? I can't even tell with the glasses on. Does anyone know who this is? From Boston. Who is this? I'm being dumb. I should know. Oh, yeah. I guess it's 7 a.m. in BC, eh? I don't even know who that is. So, reminder, any trades made by Kraken will be announced on Wednesday alongside the expansion draft team. That's what I was saying. So, insiders maybe get a hold of these trades eventually or at some point. Oh, was it Swayman? Yeah, honestly, it could have been Swayman. Yeah, Brian. Good eye, Brian, Kyle, and Manure. It's definitely Swayman. Right when you said Swayman, I was like, that is Swayman, I think. Okay, here we go. Confirmation. So all these will drop, guys. A bunch of these will drop from the insiders. So Nashville left Johansson, Duchesne, both unprotected. No surprise there. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I think Duchesne's more attractive in how he played, but Johansson's still only 28. He's only got 4 years left. I wonder if Nashville's able to convince Seattle to take one of them. All right, a bunch more are going to drop here in a second. Oh, confirmed. The Flames leave Mark Giordano unprotected. Cost was high to avoid that. So unless we have a trade that's under the radar, we have a trade that's low-key. As of right now, Giordano is unprotected and able to be selected by Seattle. So unless there's a trade that the insiders don't know about, which is very possible, it seems like Friedman's suggesting that they did not make a trade because the cost was too high. Unless he's just kind of making the point of saying cost was too high to expose like one of Tanev or Hannafin. But Calgary to the fullest, and what a freaking joke. So here we go. Confirmed Leafs protected list. Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander. No surprise there, but you only go 8 skaters. Riley, Brody, Muzzenhall. What a joke. So there's your Leafs protected list. Hey, 330 in the chat. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Let us know in the chat if you're new. Don't be shy. And hey, drop a like for the support. But yeah. Jack, go watch the video, guys. Something like that, Jack. I posted a short video last night. So please, when I post videos, try to check them out. Because I do want to answer a lot of your questions. But if it's something I addressed like in a main topic in a video, then go watch the video. Because it's better to watch the video versus me kind of repeating it to multiple people. Oh, yeah. The laughs are entertaining, eh? Hey, honestly, I'm going to start calling them the laughs because they are the laughs. They are the freaking laughs, man. I know, John. Well, again, I'll explain the mindset one more time to you guys because I know there's a lot of Leaf fans just joining right now. The price to protect Kerfoot in a way was more expensive in their eyes than just paying Hollander to get McCann. So they're only losing one of Kerfoot or McCann. They wouldn't have had McCann. So pretend they didn't make the McCann trade, right? Throw that McCann trade away. They didn't make it. They would have had to pay Seattle like a second-round pick for them not to take Kerfoot. You following? So instead of doing that, they just, because they don't have that many draft picks, they just paid Hollander to get McCann, and now they know they're only going to lose one of Kerfoot or McCann. And in Dubas's mind, I'm sure he thinks it's Kerfoot. But does Seattle not look at McCann at his age, at his cap hit, at what he did in the season, and go, bro, I want this guy? But we'll see. Let's refresh. And here's the Capitals protected list. There you go. Backstrom, Eller, Kuznetsov, Mantha, Oshie, Sprong, and Wilson, Carlson, Orlov. Whoa, they protected Van Riemsdyk. Wow. They protected Van Riemsdyk. And wow. Ooh, this is interesting. I still think they go Vanacek or one of the defensemen, but Sheary and Dowd had both pretty good years. They're definitely options. Yeah, I still think it's between probably... I think the smart picks would be between Dylan, Schultz, and Vanacek. There you go. Wow. Confirmed, guys. DeMello unprotected. So they went for Logan Stanley over Dylan DeMello. Wow. There you go. I was talking about it, guys. I thought they might protect DeMello, but after seeing Logan Stanley in the playoffs, they want Logan Stanley. So DeMello and Appleton. I still think I'm probably leaning over towards Appleton, but again, it's so circumstantial because if they're short on defense, DeMello would still be a really good pick. There you go. All right, see, guys, so we're probably going to get the full list out at 10:30, but as of right now, we're getting a lot of info from the insiders. And there you go. That's why I said, we're literally, this is a classic Leafs, right? Okay, we're going to protect Dustin Hall that shit the bed this year. You know who we're going to expose? The guy that had the second most playoff points for their team. Yeah! Let's go! Actually, Kempny actually could be an interesting one. I actually forgot about Kempny for a second. Kempny could be, if Kempny bounces back. Oh, imagine. Yeah, it did seem like the Jets were trying to move Appleton for a few days there. No, I know Kempny was hurt. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things. Kempny before his injury was playing really well, but I don't know if he's worth the selection. As Emily just said, like Kempny's injuries have been like on the borderline of like career ending. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for supporting. Thanks for being here, and welcome if you're a new subscriber. How many likes we got? 118. We slacking, guys. At least 250 of you. At least 250 of you have not dropped a like. Yeah, guys, did you hear? John Lavero's got unprotected, man. He might get claimed. All right. Let's see. Nothing else coming through. We're waiting. Gordon, did you watch the games? It's not about plus minus all the time. The Habs didn't score that many goals, and the Leafs didn't allow that many goals. It's not about that. It's very circumstantial. If you watched Hall in the season, in the second half, he got carried by Muzzin. The stats and analytics prove it. But you know me, I'm not a full analytics guy at all. And I love, you need to take into account with eye test. And if you watch the second half of the season and the playoffs, Hall did not play well. It's not about plus minus. You can't bring down someone's play to plus minus. If you went down to plus minus, then there's a couple of years where you could say Gardner was a freaking Norris candidate. I'm not with you on that. If you're gonna bring down this, I'm not even calling it a debate because anyone that watched knows Hall played like shit. That's not even a debate to me. You can't look at plus minus. Well, I don't know why he's hearing that it is possible. Why should we be surprised that Zucker got unprotected? It was rumored and it makes sense. All right, Habs protected list. No surprises, it looks like. Anderson, Armia, Evans, Gallagher, Kotkaniemi, Lehkonen, Toffoli, Sherratt, Edmondson, Petrie, Allen. Well, Price was a little bit of a surprise, but... yeah, Jack, plus minus is something you can take into account, but if you're gonna just put your stock in plus minus, like, that is so flawed. That's not even, like, plus minus is like something maybe very little you should look at. Bro, you could be a bum on a good line and just be on the ice for goals for and just rack up the plus minus. Yes, plus minus is something to look at and give reference to, oh, that guy has not been on goals against and like has been for goals for. Like, sure. Bro, I played and I always looked at my plus minus, but he didn't play well. Okay, Gordon. That's fine, bro. Keep going. Like, Montreal didn't score many goals either, man. Look at the games Montreal won. They didn't score many goals. So, that's fine. Muzzin carried him. Jake Muzzin. You want to talk about a defenseman that played really well in the season in the playoffs? Muzzin. Like, proof's in the pudding. Yeah, because Gordon Hall played well offensively. Go look at his numbers, man. You want me to pull up? You want me to pull this up? All right. Again, I'm not the biggest analytics guy, but these analytics prove literally what I watched, which is this. His even strength defense was below average. Like, well below average for a defenseman at what he was supposed to be doing. And he was more efficient on offense, which shows because he was literally in a couple plays, like that Matthews goal in Game 2. Justin Hall made a good offensive play. Defensively, no, he was horrible. So Tampa just protects 4 forwards, as we kind of talked about earlier. Cirelli, Kucherov, Point, Stamkos. Anyways, I'm done with that conversation because I know what I watched and the stats prove it and the analytics prove it. So, again, anyone's entitled to their opinion, but yeah. Emotional take? Not an emotional take. He wasn't good. I shouldn't say horrible, but he wasn't good. That's the truth of it. A lot of players were not good. Matthews wasn't good. Marner was horrible. Well, that's what I'm saying, Sean. Justin Hall, I'm not going to have a problem if he's on this team. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, why reward poor play or why reward average play? Anyone in the chat that watched the playoffs, I think you guys watched, right? You watched the Leafs Habs series? Who was more effective? Who was more successful? Alexander Kerfoot or Justin Hall? I feel like that's a pretty obvious one, but maybe other people have different opinions. But yeah, we'll see if we don't know the Durant situation with Montreal, so that's going to be a big if. But as we saw yesterday and as I posted a video, Price was left unprotected. So, as I just said, Kerfoot, McCann, and Dermott exposed by the Leafs. It's all good, Gordon. Like I said, respects to your opinion. I can disagree, but I already said the mindset. I just don't agree with it. What you just said, I already explained that to everyone. That's the mindset. But I don't agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. But yeah, if Tampa doesn't make a side deal, whoa. Wow. I thought they would, wow. They left them both exposed. Wow. I wonder if Seattle sticks it to the Islanders, picks Bailey. What's up, Joey? Yo, Lego, what's up, buddy? What a legend in the chat. Go support my guy. McCann would be useful for Toronto, especially with Hyman gone, 100%. Man, I've been saying Eberle because I thought they'd protect Bailey in Eberle's place, but they left them both. I want to see the Islanders protection list now. Okay, so this is expected. They didn't protect Confer, Donskoy, or Landeskog. Landeskog's UFA. Why would you protect him? But they protected Grubauer. They didn't want any kind of risk with that, and there wasn't really a goalie that they would protect anyways, so it just made sense to protect Grubauer. But as expected, didn't protect Confer, Donskoy. So we didn't get a surprise. They protected Kadri. So kind of to expectation. But yeah, right now I would say you pick Yanni Gourde or you pick Tyler Johnson if Tampa can offer up something good. Okay, let's see here. I want to search up. Is an Islanders protection list posted? No, it doesn't look like it. I want to see who the Islanders protected. So, that's the Avs protected list. Man, so they protected O'Connor over both Donskoy and Confer. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I think Donskoy's picked. Because I think the only reason you select Confer is for versatility up the middle. But if, like, with guys that I'm seeing available up the middle now, I think you pick Donskoy for sure. But hey, 400 in the chat, guys. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button. These lists are coming out in 14 minutes. So we're already getting a lot of info on the protection list, but the NHL will post the protection lists at 10:30, I believe. So yes, this is indeed the case. As I said, Zucker left unprotected by the Penguins, has 2 more years on his deal at 5.5. I think it's pretty locked in that the Kraken should pick Zucker, but I think Tanev was potentially left exposed as well if they protected Bluger. And Jari could be a hot take pick for Seattle, but we've seen Jari successful. Like I think people are, again, myself included in this, I think we're so quick to go off a recency bias and what we just saw. But if we're talking about Tristan Jari that we saw a year and a half ago, like not this past season, the season before, he was playing really well for the Pens. I'm not saying they're going to pick Jari, but it's possible. I would say right now the 2 favorites though are Zucker and Tanev for sure. I don't think that's a debate, just based on the value. Okay, so Engels is about to throw some big ones down in a thread. So, well, Getzlaf's a UFA, but Henrique, Shattenkirk, Fleury. I wonder if Seattle takes Fleury. I've been saying, I think Hayden, Fleury, or Volkov for me are the favorites for Anaheim, but Henrique or Shattenkirk could be the picks if Seattle gets an incentive. Like, I think more for Henrique, though. I don't think they pick Henrique unless they get an incentive from Anaheim. Okay, here are some big names. Of course, the Leafs who just acquired Jared McCann. I don't know why Seattle would pick Kerfoot over McCann based on age, based on cap hit, but what's that rage? But hey, 420 in the chat. Let's go, guys. What do you think? Who is the most attractive name on this list with cap contract? Man, I think like some of these guys that they could get, like Yanni Gourde, Zucker could have a huge bounce back year. I would pick Jared McCann if I was Seattle. I would pick Kraken if I was Seattle. Man, I said it. We're confirmed. They protected Cam Talbot. Minnesota protected Cam Talbot. I am all over Kaapo Kähkönen. I would, bro. Do it, man. Guys, is this man going to become a Seattle Kraken? Yay or nay in the chat. Will this man become a Seattle Kraken? Yay or nay? Let's see, grab this. Kraken? Tarasenko or what? Ooh, a couple of you are saying nay, eh? Yeah, I mean, Mitch, I already explained the mindset. I would have exposed Justin Hall's ass. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. I told you guys JVR exposed. Hey, JVR to the Seattle Kraken. Let's see it. So they did protect Abe Kubel, as I expected. Couturier, Giroux, Hayes had a no movement clause, Konechny, Lawton, Lindblom, Ellis, Provorov, Sanheim, Hart. So Voracek, Van Riemsdyk, Braun, Gostisbehere, and Hague. I would pick JVR. Unless Seattle gives you an incentive to pick Voracek. But JVR had a good year. He's only got 2 years left at $7 million. I think he'd be good on that left wing. I'd say JVR Seattle right now. Again, guys, this afternoon, hopefully you guys are all subscribed with notifications on. I will be posting my final Seattle Kraken prediction video, because we're going to get all the protection lists here and I'll be able to make a much more accurate prediction. We'll see how accurate I am or how close I am. That's what I'm saying. I think JVR could be a good fit in Seattle. I think if Price doesn't get picked, I think my go-to potentially like jerseys to get for Seattle Kraken are Van Riemsdyk or Tarasenko. Again, if Price is picked, I'm getting a Price jersey. Okay, let's see. Buffalo, Eakin, that's not really that high profile. Oh, Niederreiter was left unprotected by Carolina. Ooh. He hasn't really performed that well in his contracts, so. But Domi, as we expected, unprotected. Giordano, unprotected. We already talked about that. Stetcher, unprotected because they protected Leddy. Stetcher could be a good pick by Seattle. I think Donskoy's the pick. Giordano could be the pick, and then flip him at the deadline. Or unless you're a contender, then you just obviously keep him. I think Domi is probably the pick for Columbus. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, so both Bailey and Everly are available. So they protected Barzal, Bavillier, Clutterbuck, Lee, Martin, Nelson, Pajot, Mayfield, Pelech, Pulick, Varlamov. I can't believe they protected Martin over Bailey. Oh my god. I can't believe they protected Martin over Bailey. That's... No, guys, Lou's made good moves, but you know, you can just tell by this list, Lou loves his guys. But, guys, yay or nay in the chat, will Seattle stick it to the Islanders and pick Bailey, or do you think the Islanders have a low-key deal under the table? A low-key deal with Seattle to not touch Bailey, or... Bro, I think Seattle could do it. Stick it to... But I just think Everly maybe provides more value at the age, 30. Because Bailey's a few years older. Depends. I get Matt Martin's a heart and soul guy, but I don't think Seattle would pick him. Maybe they would. I guess I shouldn't say that, but I don't think Seattle would have picked Martin if he was unprotected. I totally could be wrong in saying that, but I don't think so. Okay, so here's Nashville's protection list. So Forsberg, Janot, Cunnin. They left Yarncrow unprotected? Wait, what? They left Yarncrow unprotected. Oh my god, bro. What is this bait? There must be a trade. Okay, Nashville 100% has a trade. Bro, nah, guys, this is cap. Nashville has to have a trade with Seattle. This is one of the teams I'm going to put money on. No, there's no way. Guys, I'm pretty confident Nashville has a trade with Seattle. There's got to be. Man, there's no way they're going to use... Bro, what? That makes no sense. I think Nashville has a low-key trade with Seattle because we won't find out the trades. Unless an insider gets a hold of it, we won't find out the trades with Seattle until Wednesday. I'm pretty confident in that. I think Nashville has a trade with Seattle. I'd be shocked, man. Are you kidding me? So I think on behalf of Preds fans, I would feel obligated to make a rant video if after all this bullshit with Duchesne and Johansson, they just lose Yarncrow to expansion and have to keep Duchesne and Johansson. I don't see it. I've been backing this take and saying that I think Nashville are going to try to collect a bunch of picks, throw like a second and like a prospect they don't have that much faith in, and try to convince Seattle to take Duchesne. I'm still putting my back in on that. So I have done the Leafs, yes. The Leafs protected 8 skaters in total. They left McCann and Kerfoot unprotected. So there you go, guys. Confirmation that Tanev is unprotected. Tanev is unprotected. Any surprises here? Yo, they left Olimata. Actually, I already knew that was going to happen. But Susi unprotected, that's not a surprise. I know it seems like Seattle's already locked in and picking Drieger, but Noah Lachari is actually, like, at his contract, it would actually be a really good pickup. So there you go. St. Louis, Tarasenko, Blade, Delarose, Scandella, Bertuzzo. Wait. I'm still confused with that. Wait, I want to look at St. Louis's protected list. Is St. Louis's protected list out? Yeah. He spelled it Bertuzzo. Bortuzzo, bud. So I'm confused right now. Is Dunn and Sanford not on that? Like, you guys want to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm confused. Where's Dunn at? That's why. Oh, here we go, the Oilers. I knew it. I knew they were going to do it. They protect Cassian and leave Benson available. Guys, can we all just do a clapping emoji for the Oilers? Protecting Cassian and leaving Benson unprotected? That's like, this should be such an easy pick for Seattle. Pick Tyler Benson, bro. He's so, man, he has not been given an opportunity at Edmonton. What a bunch of idiots over here protecting Cassian. Oh my God. Good job, Oilers. Way to go. You made a good effort there. Tyler Benson, watch. But he's going to go off in Seattle. No, but Richard, what if they went 4-4? Like, I'm confused. Wouldn't he, like, Dunn's pretty significant. Why would he just leave that off? Carolina, Stahl, Aho, Teravainen, Svech, Trocheck, Fogle, Fost. No surprises there. Trying to think. Yeah. There are no surprises there for the Hurricanes. But, man, the Oilers at it again. We got 550 in the chat, guys. Hey, welcome if you're a new subscriber. Let me pull up Streamlabs here for a second. So, if you guys do subscribe, you'll get notified in the chat. So, welcome if you're new. Jake being unprotected, yep. Jake being unprotected. Okay, so now Streamlabs should work. Mods for people that sub. Also, Carolina tweeted it out. So it looks like people, it's 10:30. It's almost 10:30, guys. So teams are going to start tweeting them out. Or NHL. Oh, okay. So he just added. And Vince Dunn. Gord. Yeah, no surprises there. Yeah. So, and Vince Dunn. He added it at the end there. Okay, we already saw that. So, Bean and Geeky could be underrated pickups there. Okay, so Columbus protected list. Atkinson, Bjorkstrand, Jenner, Line, Nyquist, Robinson, Roslovic. Wow, so they protected Nyquist and not Max Domi. I think that's a little bit of a shocker. Not that we already kind of knew Domi was going to be unprotected, but that they protected Nyquist with that contract. I guess, believe Nyquist is going to bounce back, and then Jones, Wierenski, Gavrikov, and then Korpisalo. I don't think any surprises there on the surface from what we knew. Yeah. I think Domi's going to be the pick for Columbus. What do you guys think? Domi, or is it a different direction for a Columbus pick? Wait. Oh, so Bellows is eligible. I didn't think he was he is eligible? Oh my God, Seattle might take Bellows. Yeah, I was asking. I forgot. So Bellows is eligible for the games. Man, I think the Kraken take Bellows potentially. Well, that's what I'm saying. Exposing Eberle and Bailey to protect Clutterbuck and Martin. I just think Seattle might just say, screw all of that. We're going to go Bellows. Because I think Bellows still has so much untapped potential. Man, I'm just thinking some of these guys Seattle could get. Like, they could get some big contracts in with incentives. They could do a Vegas 2.0 in a way, man, because think about the guys they could bring in. Now, and I'm going to, again, make sure you check out my video this afternoon, guys, because I will be posting my official final predictions based on their protected list. But Tyler Benson, Kiefer Bellows, Kaapo Kähkönen, some of these guys that there's no cap hit. Like, it's so cheap to bring them in, and they're so young still. Like, Merzlikins is exempt, if anyone was asking. I think Bellows should be the pick for Seattle. Yeah, the Predators protecting 5 defensemen, that's pretty crazy. Because Carrier did play well. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if I said that Nashville went 4-4. I meant to say they just went 8 skaters. So they actually went 3-5-1, which is the only team that it seems like did that. So Preds went 5D. Canucks list, Sharks list. Yeah, Denver. Welcome if you're new, Denver. Ian, what's going on? Again, if you want to drop a comment, guys, I'll shout you out. Elfrin. The Canucks list actually is already out. I don't know about the Sharks list, though. I can pull up the Canucks list for someone that asked. This is the Canucks protected list. So, Besser, Dickinson, Horvat, Miller, Mott, Pearson, Pedersen, Juolevi, Myers, Schmidt. So, I don't think there's a surprise there. Obviously, Holtby exposed. And, yeah, I would imagine Benning's been talking to Ron Francis quite a bit to try to see if he'll take Beagle or Eriksson. Or even Roussel. There's been some rumors that the Canucks might consider a Roussel buyout. But Virtanen could be a buyout candidate as well. But right now, looking at that, I would still have my favorite of them picking Holtby unless a trade is made. Okay, so it seems like, I guess we didn't really pay attention to this, but this one's not a surprise for me. Like, I feel like Dallas is one of the least surprising. Like, that's everything we expected. Dickinson got traded to Canucks, so everything we expected there. But man, the Nashville protecting 5D is pretty funny. Hey, there we go. Streamlabs just dropped it. Sean C, guys, let's get some Sean C hype in the chat. Streamlabs just gave us the notification in the chat. Thank you, Sean C, for subscribing. Means a lot. JC with a 5, let's go, says, as a Wild fan, I've been really frustrated before, but leaving Capo unprotected, Garen better have a side deal for them to take Rask or Soucy. That's what I'm saying, JC, because I think Soucy's still valuable. And I think, I agree with you, if the Wild send like a 3rd round pick or maybe like some kind of prospect Seattle's way and go, hey, Soucy's still pretty valuable for you guys, he can be a top 4 defenseman for you guys, leave Kähkönen alone, boom. I could totally see that happening, for sure. It will be very expensive for the Wild Garen to convince them to take Victor Rask. I think it would have to be like a 1st round pick, which I don't think is worth it. But JC, thank you so much for the dono. Least protected hull. I know, Josh. Yeah, we already talked about it, man. It's a joke. So I think Richard Clay said exactly this, and I was pretty much in agreement. I was just kind of thinking maybe they would protect like Blay but yeah, this is their list. No surprises, to be honest, outside of not protecting Tarasenko, obviously, but we knew that already. And Parayko, Falk, and Krug, so that means Dunn is exposed as well. So yeah, they protected Manson, Lindholm, Fowler, Shattenkirk exposed. Sorry, Kraken, but these guys are off limits. Wait, Red Wings protect Lindstrom. How is that possible? That means that the Red Wings went 8 skaters, guys. No surprise for the Blues? No. Shark fan, the Blues list I just showed. Just rewind. Wow. So the Red Wings went 8 skaters. They went 4 defensemen, I believe, right? Unless they didn't protect... Actually, maybe they didn't protect Cholowski. Oh my god, they didn't protect Cholowski. Yo, that could be a decent pick for Seattle. Red Wings fans in the chat, what do you think? They didn't protect Cholowski. A Lee with the 7. Yes, I'll bring up the Blackhawks list in a second. I don't think we have all the details on it yet, but I can try to bring it together. Yeah, Salty, you're hyped that they protected Lidstrom. I think that's a good decision, but man, exposing Cholowski, I think Cholowski could be the pick for Seattle. I think that would be a decent selection. Yeah, Justin, I saw Matheson over. Ooh, that's tough. The Penguins protected Jari? Oh my gosh, no way. Jari protected. Why? Why would you protect Jari, man? That doesn't make sense. You could have baited Seattle and hoped that they don't touch. I guess they want them to take Zucker. Like, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I don't agree with that. Okay, here are the Pens full list. We'll bring up the Blackhawks for Lee. Thank you so much for the dono again. Appreciate it. So Crosby, Malkin, Gensel, Rust, Kapanen, Bluger, Carter, Letang, Dumoulin, Matheson, Jari. So a couple surprises there. Matheson over Pettersson, and Jari over DeSmith because I thought they would go protection of DeSmith. And then, yeah, the forwards not really surprised. We kind of knew, but man, I'm surprised they protected Carter over Tanev, to be honest. Okay, let's bring up Blackhawks here if we can. Okay, here we go. So the Blackhawks protected list. Available: Carpenter, Conley, Dickinson, Gaudette. So Gaudette's available. Oh my God, DeHaan's available. They protected Stillman. Wow. Calvin DeHaan is available. So they protected Borgstrom, DeBrincat, Brandon Hagel, David Kampf, Patty Kane, Dylan Strome, Johnny Taves, Caleb Jones, Connor Murphy, Riley Stillman, Kevin Lankinen. Wow. The Hawks exposed DeHaan. DeHaan could be a decent pick for Seattle. I like DeHaan a lot, man. I think he's so underrated. Ooh, if I was Seattle, I would scoop up DeHaan. I know DeHaan can't stay healthy all the time, but still, man. Oh, this is better for you guys to see. Wow. There you go, Lee. Wow. What do you think? Yeah, I get, but you also have to keep an account, like, take an account that the Hawks defense wasn't that good in general. So I just think DeHaan's, like, pretty underrated, like, for his role. I don't think DeHaan's going to give you, like, anything crazy, but yeah, I know DeHaan's pretty injury prone for sure. But yeah, the Pens, you would imagine Zucker, Tanev are selected here for Seattle. And again, it depends the role players here. Like, I think if Seattle takes a lot of guys, like I just said, like Benson and like guys like that into their bottom six, I'd imagine they pick Zucker for their pick here. But if they get like a lot of other, like if Nashville convinces them to take Duchesne, if the Islanders get them to take Everly, like it adds up like that, then I think they could take Tanev. Imagine like a third line, bro. Like Seattle maybe should replicate like Tampa's third line. Get Tanev, get Yanni Gourde, and then get like, I don't know, someone on that right wing, but we'll see. Okay, here's San Jose's list. So Donato, Gabriel, Gambrell. I think they take Gambrell. Gambrell's from the Seattle area, right, guys? I'm pretty sure. I think they take Gambrell. Unless there's someone else here. No, I think they take... Actually, I would say it's between Gambrell and Donato. Probably. Devils protected list. Hischier, Bratt, Koikkonen, McLeod, Sharangovich, Wood, Zaka, Siegenthaler, Severson, Graves, Blackwood. So, as expected, they are exposing Butcher, and they're exposing Andreas Janssen. I think Bastion could be a good pick for Seattle. Yeah, not really any surprises with the Sabres there. There you go, Chauncey. They should pick Marleau. Marleau retire at Kraken. I think Marleau might retire. We'll see though. But yeah, I think, is there any other teams, guys, that we've like missed that like could be surprises? I'm trying to look if there's any other surprises here for Calgary, but I don't think so. Well, there wasn't really a surprise to begin with. No. I'd say they pick Giordano. The only other maybe outside picks I'd say is maybe Shillington. Shillington or Levo if they make some kind of under the radar trade. Oh, so they actually protected Allmark. Habs? Guys, I already showed the Habs. Yeah, Derek, please don't spam. I already showed the Habs. I can pull it up again, but there's no surprises like outside of the price, but we already knew about price. This is the protected list for the Habs. It was like one of the first ones to come out. Anderson, Armia, Evans, Gallagher, KK, Lehkonen, Toffoli, Sherratt, Edmondson, Petrie, Allen. Oh, Vegas is exempt from the expansion draft. And Arizona, yeah, I can try to find Arizona's. Ooh, Bunting could be a decent pick, maybe. Ooh, Christian Fischer. That could be like a bottom six forward for Seattle. Okay, well, my early sights now that Aiden Hill's traded, and obviously that changed pretty quickly. I think, I don't know if Steenbergen's ever going to pan out. Yeah, just off an early look here, I would say Bunting and Fisher are the most attractive. I'd say Michael Bunting could be a good Seattle Kraken pick there. So I don't know exactly did this guy tweet out the protected list? Okay, here we go. Boom, this guy clutched up. I'm going to follow this guy. Okay, so Coyotes official protection list: Kraus, Dvorak, Garland, Keller, Kessel, Johan Larsson, Schmaltz, Capobianco, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Chikrin, and Ekman Larsson and Kemper. I'm trying to think if there's any surprises there. I guess the only one that maybe could have been debated was them protecting Michael Bunting over Johan Larsson. Yeah, Richard, I saw this morning that Nick Ritchie is going to be exposed by the Bruins. So, yeah, I already have a lot of my mindset on who I'm picking for the expansion draft. Do you guys want to go over maybe one as a subscribers? Maybe we can go on Cap Friendly, and you guys can help us select a team, and then I'll do my own this afternoon. TSN posted it. Okay. Is it TSN Hockey? Probably. All right, here we go. Okay. Perfect. Yo, chill commercial. All right. So, available. Let's go through the teams we haven't. So, again, I've been kind of talking about Volkov and Hayden Fleury. Jacob Larsson's also available there. And then Henrique might be a possibility if they give an incentive. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Yeah, JC, the lists are out here. Did we do caps? Yeah, I looked at the caps. Protected, not really surprises there. I know they really value Delorier, so I'm not surprised with that protection. Coyotes, we just looked at that. Again, I feel like Christian Fischer or Michael Bunting are the pick there. I'd say Bunting off of the season he had could be the most attractive. Where's Ritchie? There you go. Nick Ritchie available for selection. So I think Nick Ritchie's probably the pick, but Clifton, Corrali, Lazar could be outside picks. Ooh, Carson Coleman could be an outside pick, maybe. Depends on Andre Kasha's health, health, you never know. But, man, Nick Ritchie, I think, would be the pick there. Sabres, not really any surprises. Yeah. That's their protected list. Flames. Again, guys, I don't want to take forever because I'm going through all of them here, but we've already kind of looked at a bunch of them. Carolina, we already looked at. Yeah, I mean, if they could try to sign Hamilton, but I think probably... I think Geeky or Bean is the pick there. I mean, we'll see. I did make the hot take that maybe Carolina tries to attach a pick to Gardner. How many will be away to 39.3? Let's see. Hey, guys, we are 40 subs away. We're 40 subs away from 39.3. That'd be pretty cool to get there if we can. Hey, good morning, Owen. Thanks for being here. Hey, thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go Colorado. Not really any surprises. Travis Barron could be interesting, but I think they go... Unless Seattle surprises us, but I think they go Donskoy. I think, like, Comfort could be an option, as I've said, but it just all depends if they get enough centermen. Like, Max Domi's available. I think they get Domi. Like, I don't think there's that much else that's, like, super attractive from Columbus. I think they go Max Domi. And honestly, I think that's a pretty good pick. Like, I think Domi could really bounce back with the new team. Dallas, that one's, like, all up in the air. I don't even know who they pick. They just pick Alexiak and hoping to sign him. I don't know. There's not much here. Like, half these guys are, like, UFAs. So Dallas made their one good trade of trading Dickinson, and then they just Hanley or Como. Yeah, I mean, Como's on a $2 million. Like, I guess they could pick Como. Like, Hanley's, I think, super cheap. He's at like $700K. So if they wanted to just get a depth defenseman, sure. But Dallas should not be too worried about the expansion draft. Hey, Render, thanks for subscribing. See, guys, hey, it drops in the chat. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Thank you, Render. Let's get some Render hype, guys. Hype them up. Appreciate you subscribing. Give the channel a chance. But yeah, Red Wings, man, they leave Dennis Cholowski unprotected. I think that would be my pick, or Stetcher. Yeah. Actually, Nemesnikov could be an option too, but honestly, looking at this, I would go Cholowski or Stetcher. I think there's no way they go outside of the three. I just said Stetcher, Cholowski, and Nemesnikov. So that's their protected list. Oilers, I think you go Benson, but you never know. Never know. Maybe they go off the board and go Legason a bit. You think of Guinea as the pick? I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, Edmonton protected Cassian. But Lomberg, man, Lomberg played really well. I mean, Vetrano could be an option. There's a couple guys in Florida that could get picked. I would say, looking at this, it's still probably Chris Drieger, just based on the rumors, and it feels like Seattle's had interest in Drieger for a while. So I'm still going to put my stock in that, but you never know. That's the protected list. They did protect Mason Marchment, so they see a lot of value in him. LA, Athanasiou... Ooh, Grunstrom. I think Grunstrom could be the pick. I already knew that they were unprotecting him, or leaving him unprotected, but I think for LA, you pick, I would say Cale Clegg or like one of these guys like Lizotte, Lemieux, or Grunstrom, I'd say. Imagine they went hot take though, Johnny Quick. I don't see it though. MDB, I think it's 8 p.m. Wednesday night. I'll be live, guys. I'll be live for a while. I'll start the stream in the evening, like early evening, and then we'll be live like all night for the expansion draft. So get your popcorn ready Wednesday night. I'll probably go live tomorrow night as well, or Tuesday, one or the other, and then Wednesday I'll go live. Yeah, not really surprises. I guess they just see more value in Elias Anderson and Trevor Moore over the other guys I just listed. But yeah, for Minnesota, they not many surprises, I'd say. But Susie and Kraken and unprotected. I think Minnesota gets one of these two guys unless they attach a pick to Victor Rask. 7 p.m. Central, so yeah, 8 p.m. Pacific. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, Montreal didn't do anything surprising except for the price thing, but we already knew about that last night. Any other team, guys? I'm just gonna scroll through faster because we already looked through a bunch of them. New Jersey, Subban unprotected. I think Bastian might be the best pick here, but I don't know. Butcher and Subban, like, they still have offensive abilities. It's just like Subban's old and Butcher did not look well last year. Reunite Subban and Price, that'd be unreal. That'd be so cool. Man, I think they should go Bellows. I honestly think Seattle should go Bellows. Man, talk about waste of asset management. What a waste of an asset with Bellows. The Islanders are just like, hey, Bellows, peace. I don't know, man. I think Seattle is going to be tempted to take Bailey or Eberle, but man, they didn't protect Bellows. I would go Bellows. Bellows could be such a sneaky pick. I think the Islanders are going to be... If Seattle takes Bellows, I think Bellows is going to do well, and I think the Islanders are going to regret that one. I think Bellows is going to turn out to be a really good, at least middle six forward. So Blackwell is available, and Gauthier. So no surprises there. As I said, they protected Kevin Rooney. So I think for sure, unless they attach a pick or convince Seattle somehow to take D'Angelo, I think the pick's definitely between Gauthier and Blackwell. Blackwell had a really good year. I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle takes Blackwell, to be honest. But Gauthier has a lot of untapped potential, and he's young. He's like 23. Ottawa, we already kind of went through it. No surprises. I think the pick might be between Tierney and Decord here. Honestly, the one actually I was thinking about Philly is Rupstoff's actually really interesting. Rupstoff and Vorobiev are like underrated. I would still kind of call them prospects, but yeah, I think JVR is attractive here for sure. But Rupstoff and Vorobiev could be options. They opted to protect Abe Kubel in that list. Penguins, definitely a couple surprises here. We kind of talked about it already. They left Tanev unprotected, left Zucker unprotected, and left DeSmith unprotected, and left Pettersson unprotected. So they opted to protect Matheson and Jari over Pettersson and DeSmith. And the Sharks, not really anything surprising. They opted to protect both Balsers and Dallin, so that means that my pick changes and they probably pick Gambrell or Donato. Blues, bunch of options for Seattle to pick. They could pick Sammy Blais, they could pick Sanford, they could pick Tarasenko, as we've talked about, they could pick Vince Dunn. If you're Seattle, there's a bunch of options here, like Husso, like there's a bunch of options. I think JVR, and I was just saying that Rangers would have to attach something to D'Angelo. Man, look how many... There's always so many guys. You can't go wrong with the Lightning unless they have a deal. If Tampa doesn't have a deal with Seattle, there's so many options here to take. Barboulay, Ross Colton, Yanni Gord, Matthew Joseph, Alex Killorn. Like, you're going to get a gem from Tampa regardless. Cal Foote. Like, There is so many guys here that you could pick, and you can't go wrong if you're Seattle. The only way Tampa escapes this is if they attach like a decent draft pick and a decent prospect to, you guessed it, Mr. Tyler Johnson. Well, Mike, I think it would have to be like at least a second or maybe even a first. I don't think the Rangers give a first, so probably a second and maybe a prospect. I don't know. Mike, I'll ask you this. Not that I'm saying this would happen, but Mike, if you were in charge of the Rangers, would you throw them a second and third round pick and like Georgiev to get rid of the D'Angelo contract? Or would you throw Georgiev and maybe a prospect to get rid of the D'Angelo contract, give to Seattle? I don't know. I don't know if the Rangers are doing that. It's expensive right now, guys. The rumors right now are like, for example, the Leafs with Kerfoot. The rumor was that the Leafs would have to pay a second and another piece for Seattle not to touch Kerfoot. That's expensive. Yeah, but for 2 years, Mike. I agree. They should just buy it out D'Angelo, but I'm just telling you how expensive it is right now. It would probably take a second and a prospect or like Georgiev to not take someone else. But the Rangers don't have to worry. Like Blackwell or Gauthier. Gauthier could still be something, but like not to the point where you're losing a huge piece. So I already talked about the Leafs. Very disappointed. Am I shocked? No, but disappointed for sure. Dumb. And with the Canucks, not really any surprises either. Lind obviously gets exposed with the addition of Jason Dickinson, newest Canuck. And Capitals, I don't know if it's like surprising, but Ovechkin available, Seattle, boom. Obviously, I'm joking. No point in protecting a UFA. Ov will sign with Washington and go to Russia. But man, a bunch of options you could go. Hagelin, Hathaway, Nick Dowd, Sheary, Dillon, Jensen, Kempney, Schultz, Vanacek. Like, I think right now, based on injuries, based on health, based on everything I know, I think the pick is probably between Dillon, Schultz, and Vanacek. I could be wrong, but I'd say it's one of those three. Yeah, Brady Shea got protected. Well, they didn't really have... I mean, they could have protected Jake Bean over Shea, which I think they should have, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, if they take Shea, whatever the contract, that's cap space. But I think in Carolina's perspective, Mike, they paid a first-round pick to get Shea, and they don't want to look like they took an L on that. But yeah, Winnipeg, I would put a lot of money that unless there's a deal to be made between Winnipeg and Seattle, they're 100% taking both, or not both. They're taking one of Appleton or DeMello. Like, I can't see another scenario. DeMello or Appleton. So that's it. Julian, I'll make my video this afternoon. So again, guys, I hope every single one of you in the stream right now checks out my video that I post this afternoon. I'll post it like very soon, probably by like 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern time. So notifications might not go out. Just look out for it. I'll be posting as well. But I do believe it's going to be Kerfoot or McCann going to Seattle. If somehow Dubas pulls a trade and slides like a fourth and they take Dermott or something, I don't know. Like, I think they just take the hit at this point and lose Kerfoot. But to me, it was just stupid. They should have protected both of them and just lost Hull. Jan, I don't know if Price actually gets taken, but I want to see it. I think it'd be so cool. Yeah, Tony, they're going to lose DeMello or Appleton. Wait, what did I just see? Wait, what did I just see about Ryan Strome? Did you guys see that? Wait a second here. Oh, shit, here we go. Ryan Strome, protected by the Rangers, drawing decent amount of trade interest. Ottawa among those teams. Yo, Andy Strickland's... Hearing there's a strong possibility Nick Foligno signs in Minnesota and joins his brother Marcus on a short-term deal. Well, I guess happy for Nick, but there you go. Dubas, bye-bye. No, I'm joking, but officially a bad trade when he leaves. It's already a bad trade, regardless, but... Trade Kerfoot. It's too late now. The Leafs are losing Kerfoot or McCann, so... I don't know. What a freaking stupid. They should have tried to convince the Canucks to just trade a third for Kerfoot or something. I know, North Ender. A couple assists, a couple of good leadership speeches just for first round. All these guys, that's why I laugh. I don't even want to talk about the Leafs, to be honest, but all these guys that were supposed to be good leadership, good experience guys, Thornton, Foligno, all these guys, just, nah, didn't work. But, yeah, you guys want to go to Cap Friendly? You guys want to go to Cap Friendly? W's in the chat if you want to go to Cap Friendly, and subscribers construct a team here. And then I'll make my own and make the video. Yeah? What's up, Prince Chicken, by the way? Alright, let's make a team here. You guys have to keep... Hey. You guys will keep salary cap in mind, right? I don't have to keep you guys in check. You're not going to start picking major salaries, right? I'll let you guys do. Again, I want to make this clear. With people watching, this is not me picking. This is you guys picking. I'll pick mine and post the video. Alright? Well, I guess Cap Friendly hasn't adjusted their protection things, so we'll just have to... We'll just have to not protect and just select based on who's protected and unprotected. So just, guys, there's going to be players that are obviously protected, but let's just go through it. All right, so who are we picking on Anaheim? Let's go through it, guys. Let's do it together. You guys, I ain't saying shit. Let's get it. I'll just do majority through each one, and then we'll end stream. We'll finish it with this. Who is Seattle picking from Anaheim? And I can pull up TSN's. Let's see here. So you guys know who's available. No, guys. Oh my god. You guys didn't listen. Raquel is protected. Don't look at that. I just said, I'll pull this up because you guys are on Kako. I know. People started saying Raquel. Like, what? No, Zach, you're good. You're chilling. I'm not going to go through quick protect because then it'll protect guys that are not actually protected. I wish Cap Friendly was already updated, but we're just going to do it short term. Okay, I think most of you guys are saying Shattenkirk. Yeah, Steele was protected. Okay, we'll go Shattenkirk. All right, Arizona. I'll just give you guys like the choice between certain players because I feel like we can just make that quicker. So it's between like Bunting and Christian Fischer. Who are we going between Bunting and Christian Fischer here? Or maybe Labushkin? Okay, a lot of you guys are saying Bunting, so we'll go Bunting. Okay, so we selected Bunting. Boston. Are we going Andre Kasha, Nick Ritchie, Sean Corrali, Trent Frederick, Curtis Lazar, Connor Clifton? Let's go quick. I got to run through it quick so we can see if we can get close to a team. And then we'll have it on stream and we'll see how close the HTH subscribers were. Okay, I'm seeing, I think, the most Ritchie. All right, we'll go Ritchie. All right, Buffalo. Where are we going here? Let's look at their available list here. So Buffalo's available list: Kajula, Eakin, Gergensons, Morgan. Where are we going? Colin Miller. Just pass. What are we saying here? McCabe's a UFA, so keep that in mind. You guys are saying Miller? Okay, I'll go Miller. All right, Calgary. Are we going Godin, Levo? This guy named Giordano, never heard of him. Where are we going here? Simone. Where are we going with this? Are we going Geo? All right, we'll go Geo. All right, and again, there's going to be trades that happen that certain guys won't get picked, but we won't know until after. All right, Carolina. Geeky, Lorentz. We could go... If Carolina attached to pick to Gardner, Jake Bean, Lajoie. Where are we going here? Nino. First captain of the HCH Kraken. You guys are going Bean? All right. Let's go Bean. All right, Chicago. Where are we going here? We could go... Let's see who is left unprotected. We could go Carpenter, Conley, Gaudette, Hinostroza, Quenneville, Peary, DeHaan, Zadorov. Where are we going? All right, I'm already seeing a lot of Gaudette, so I'll go Gaudette. All right, Colorado. Where are we going? We could go Belmar, Comfer, Donskoy, Landy, and try to sign him. Take the risk. Saad, try to sign him. Wait, my sense is that this is from LeBrun right now. My sense is that prices simply remain too high for the Flames to get assurance the Kraken won't take Giordano. But remember, teams are still allowed to keep trying with Seattle right up until when Kraken send their list. Yeah, so they still have a chance to convince them not to take. All right, I think most of you said Donskoy. Yeah. All right, we're picking Donskoy then. All right, Columbus. Are we going Max Domi, or are you guys going a different route? I feel like Max Domi is the obvious one, maybe. What's up, Ray Bro? Is it Domi? Okay. All right, Dallas. Where are we going with Dallas here? This is their available list. Where are you guys going with this? Wow, Paul's saying you got a lot of you guys are saying Bishop, eh? Wow. Okay, we'll go with an interesting pick here. We'll go Bishop. I don't know if I agree with that one, but sure. Let's see what happens. Maybe Bishop has a bounce back year if he's healthy. Yeah, but we don't know Richard. Seems like he could be back next year. There was no like for sure against it. Hey, it's all good. We're just picking through. All right, where are we going with Detroit? This is their available list. Where are you guys going here? Nemesnikov could be a good pick. But you also have defensemen like Christian Juice. You have Stetcher. You have Chalowski. Glendenning's UFA. They probably won't pick him. Okay, I think I'm mostly seeing Stetcher. Okay, I'll go Stetcher here. And that will be an interesting pick for Seattle. We'll see. Edmonton, where are we going here? Benson, Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon, it depends what happens with him. Like, that could be a decent pick. Clefbaum or Barry, I don't know what the scenarios are there. Legason could be a decent pick. The real deal, James Neal. Where are we going here? Benson? Just drop it once, guys. Don't repeat. So I can see everyone's vote. All right, Benson. All right, fair. You guys need to start going with some crazy hot takes. I think you guys are mostly going with what I've said. I guess Benson was an obvious pick, I think. But you never know. Edmonton could maybe slide a pick. Sadly. All right, where are we going in Florida? Is Forsberg being exposed? Philip Forsberg? No. That's what I've been saying to you guys also. Seattle might just pick guys to flip them right away. So, for example, Seattle could pick Giordano and just flip them. Like, flip Giordano for like a second or first round pick. I could literally fully see that happening. All right, we're going Drieger. All right. All right, LA. Where are we going with this one? Lemieux is available. Athanasiou, Lizotte, Grunstrom, Martin Furk, AHL, hardest shot. McDermott's available. Oli Mata's available. Kale Clegg. Where are we going here? LA's available list. Which some of you are saying Oli Mata. You guys say, you got to remember salary cap, eh? All right, we'll go Mata if you guys are down. I don't know about that pick, but a lot of you are saying it. All right, Minnesota. What are we saying for Minnesota here? Yeah, I mean, Johansson, Victor Rask, they attach a pick. Do we want to go hot take and predict that? Again, these are not my picks, guys. I will post my video this afternoon. So if you guys want to watch my video this afternoon, that will have my predictions. Susi, Kakinen. What are you guys thinking? So you're saying Kakinen or Susi? Okay, I'll go Susi. Go a little different. All right, Montreal, what are you saying? I know a bunch more of you said Kakinen after, but there was also a lot of Susi, and I just feel like we've already selected, I think, how many goalies? We've already selected 2 goalies, so we'll go defenseman with that pick. We need some forwards, guys. We're on Montreal. We need to get some forwards going here. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, we can pick Kakinen if we're picking Price. So you guys want to pick Price here? Okay, we'll pick Price. Bro, what is their salary cap at? Eesh, it's not that bad. We got some space still. All right, we're going to go Price for you guys. All right, Nashville. Where are we going for Nashville? We need some forwards. Duchesne, Granlund, Holler are UFAs though. Yarncrow, I still can't believe that. Johansson. Do they go for a trade and get rid of Johansson or Duchesne? Or Yarncrow, or what are we saying? A lot of you guys are saying Duchesne. Okay. You guys are predicting the trade to go down? Alright, I guess we're going Duchesne. All right, New Jersey. We're just ripping through this quick and see what team we come up with here. Hey, what's up, Blaze? Thanks for being here. Chat's chilling. We're good. Where are we going with New Jersey here? Bastion could be a good pick. Janssen, Butcher, Carrick and Murray are free agents, I believe. Subban's available. Where are we going here? Merkley. Actually, yeah, Merkley could be an alright pick. But you're saying Merkley. Alright, let's go Merkley then. Alright, Islanders. Where are we going here? We could go Bailey, Bellows, Zekas is a UFA though, Eberle, Hosang, the defenseman Aho. Where are we going here? Ooh, a bunch of you are saying Bailey. Okay, we're going to go different. We're going to go Bailey. We're going to go Bailey. Because I feel like a lot of mock drafts have had Eberle too, and I've talked about Bellows, so we'll go Bailey in this scenario. The freaking Kraken are going to stick it to the Islanders. Bye-bye, Bailey. No, we still have some money. We have money. Look, we're chilling. We got to be careful with the rest of these selections, but we're still chilling. We can back a different selection after. But there's a couple selections here where we're going to save some money anyways. So, Rangers, where are we going here? Is it Blackwell or Gauthier, or where are we going? Mike says Blackwell. Roman says Blackwell. Denver says Blackwell. Alright, I guess Blackwell it is. There you go. Alright, Ottawa, where are we going? We're almost there. Abramov, Wodan, Dadanoff, Tierney, Josh Brown, Decord could be a decent pick. Where are we going? MDB. Again, these are not my picks. I will upload my video for my picks this afternoon, like literally within a couple hours. But I think the subscribers picked Mata, I think. Whoever's cheap. Yeah, I guess. Are you guys trying to go Tierney? Okay, I guess we're going Tierney here. Okay. Okay, chat. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 teams left, and we're just over. We might have to cut back on one of the teams that we selected a big contract. We might have to go back on that Nashville selection. Or maybe changing this Anaheim selection here. All right, Philly, where are we going? We're getting close to the cap, folks. Oh my God, Owen's going JVR, and we're 11 mil with cap space. You guys are crazy, man. Okay, we're gonna have to go back on these selections if you guys are picking JVR. Man, I guess the HTH chat doesn't know salary cap. You guys are crazy, bro. Yeah, people are definitely not paying attention. Man, this isn't 120 million a salary cap. You know that, folks, eh? Okay, change Nashville's. Okay, we're going back to Nashville's and going Yarncrow. All right. Okay, a little bit more space. JVR's the pick. All right. Pittsburgh. Bro, we're literally still, though, like 10 away. And I know you guys are going to pick these big contracts from Pittsburgh and frickin' Tampa. This is going to be right down to the wire. I might have to make a couple executive calls here. Where are we going with Pittsburgh? Tanev? Okay, you guys are saying Tanev. Might be the vibe. Alright, Tanev it is. Alright, San Jose, where are we going? I guess this will save us a little bit of money. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 7 left. And remember, you guys are probably going to pick that guy in St. Louis as well, so. Unless I'm thinking otherwise. Alright. Okay, most of you are going Gambrell? Alright, sounds good. Lock it in. Alright, St. Louis. I wonder who you guys pick. Actually, maybe we'll Maybe you guys will surprise me and pick Mr. Dunn there. Or maybe Sammy Blais or Sanford. Or you guys going Dunn over Tarasenko? Okay, chat. I see ya. Hey, chat's... Yo, can we get W's in the chat for chat finally realizing salary cap? Let's go. Chat doesn't want to go back on their picks. They're standing ground. The only one I might have to make the executive call on if we get over salary cap is that LA pick. All right, W's for that. All right, Tampa Bay Lightning, where are we going here? Ooh, Owen Dallas says Cal Foot. Pointers protected. This is the available for Tampa Bay here. Give me a sec. Right here. Barrabas, Colton, Yanni Gourde. Yeah, pick up Braden Point. There you go. All right, guys, we got to go salary cap smart here because I don't know if Yanni Gourde's going to fit here. Are we going Ross Colton or Cal Foot? You guys want to go Ross Colton? Bro, Yanni Gourde, we're not going to have cap space for that. You guys are crazy. Unless we go back on that LA pick. You guys are double downing on Yanni Gourde? Well, Colton's an RFA, so you can still take him. You're going to have to keep control on him. Well, how much... Okay, yeah, we need a defenseman, I guess. Okay, so we're going Cal Foot? That's what you guys are saying? Or... Okay, between Foot and Ross Colton in the chat right now, where are we going? Ken says go back on LA. How much space did we have? Okay, yeah, I'm making the executive call in LA. You guys, a lot of you guys said Lemieux, so I'm going to Lemieux over Mata. That's the executive call right there. All right. We need a defenseman. So you guys are Foot, Team Cal Foot. All right, lock it in. All right, Toronto. Where are we going here? We could go Jared McCann, Kerfoot, Engvall, Dermott. Where are we going? Roosefire says you guys need to turn salary cap on dynasty mode. There you go. Whoa, look at this, bro. This is rolling in fast. A bunch of you guys are split on Kerfoot McCann. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of McCann just dropped. Okay, we'll go McCann. Okay. Canucks. We're almost done here, guys. 3 more teams. How much salary? Yo, the HTH squad. We're close, guys. Yo, we're close. We need 1 more defenseman. And we need 2 more 2021, 2022 contracts. Lynn, but yeah, I mean, we need, as long as we pick 1 more defenseman. Okay. That's fine. We'll go here. Okay, we'll do that. No, Louis. All right, Capitals, where are we going? We're almost at the end here. 2 more teams. We need defensemen, or we can go defenseman with our last pick too, but nah, chill with the Ovi pick. We ain't doing that. Dylan, you guys want to go Dylan? Dylan's the pick. I don't know if we have the cap space for it, do we? No, we don't. Unless you guys want it back on one of your picks from earlier. We don't have the space for Dylan. We could go... I mean, we can go Dylan and then just back on one of our other picks. Okay, how about that? We take Dylan here, we go back to Anaheim, and we take someone else on defense. Josh Mahura or Jacob Larson, maybe? One of these guys? Or Hayden Fleury, maybe? Let's go one of these defensemen. Hayden Fleury? Okay, fair. All right, that creates a little bit of... Oh, we're just over. Frig. We gotta adjust this here. What was one pick that we like? Who did we pick for Chicago? Good that. We gotta change one of these picks here. No, Price was a good hot. I want to keep... Because you guys were hyped about keeping Price. I'm making the executive call here to switch one of the picks. Buffalo. We're switching Buffalo's pick here to Borgen, I think. We're going that. I think that's the executive call right there. Why? Who'd we pick for Dallas? Oh, Bishop. Yeah, what are you guys doing? We'll keep calling Miller. That was... Yeah, we're taking that Bishop pick out of here. Good call. Yo, should we go Joel Hanley for the memes? Yeah, good call on the change Bishop. Como? How much cap space we got? Yeah, if we take out Bishop and put Como, then we'll just have just enough for our final selection. Wait, how many defensemen do we have? 9. We need to go defenseman. Yeah, is Honka eligible? I think. Let me check. Let me confirm this. Or wait, no, I can just look at the what am I saying? I think he's eligible. Oh, he's right there. Yeah, he is. You guys want to go Honka then? Okay. Okay, we gotta adjust that pick. And then Winnipeg. Who are we going Winnipeg? Because I think we have to go... No. We can't do this. We got to go something else for... I think we go Vanacek then. I'm trying to help you guys. I think you have to go Vanacek then. Get rid of JVR? For who? Vanacek, Appleton are our last picks. Let's see. Is that a vibe? We're still short on a 2021-22 contract. I gotta make this executive call here. Bunting's a UFA, so let's change that to Christian Fischer. Because it doesn't really matter, it's just whatever. Alright. Lock it in. Alright. Look at that. Yo, guys, can we have some W's right here? You guys just drafted the Seattle Kraken team right there. W's. Let's go. Big dubs in the chat. You guys just drafted the Seattle Kraken. Let's look over our team, all right? And hey, not too bad. You guys didn't do too bad. You got about 6 million of space there. 6 million of cap space left to go. All right. Yeah, you guys were struggling there for a bit, but we we regrouped. You showed some resilience. All right, let's look at the team. All right, so here's your forward group. You got JVR, Domi, Josh Bailey, Donskoy, Tanev, Tierney, McCann, Yarncrow, Lemieux, Gambrell, Fisher, Appleton, Blackwell, Ritchie, Benson, Godet, Lynn, and Merkley. On defense, you got Giordano, Miller, Soucy, Stetcher, Fleury, Honka, Bean, Cal Foote, and Vince Dunn. And again, keep an account. You can flip guys off to different teams. And goaltending, you got Price, Drieger, and Vanacek. Guys, out of 10, how would you rate the HTH subscribers drafted squad here? Is this kind of garbo, or is this decent? This is what you guys drafted. Paul's saying garbo. Derek's saying B-. Should have taken Palat. What? Nah, I think there's like 3 or 4 better options with Tampa than Palat. Tate, yeah, do you guys think this, yay or nay, do you think this would be a playoff team in the Pacific Division? So let's go over lines. You guys want to make some lines here? Okay, let's send out a tweet right now. Are we on? Let's switch here. Okay, let's send out a tweet for the HTH subs here. All right. So how are our lines here, guys? HTH subs have spoken. All right. This is your opening night lineup for the Kraken. All right. All right, guys, make the lines. Top line. Let's get the top line going. What's our top line? We're going to send out the tweet so it's official, and you guys have to go retweet it and drop a like on it. Richard's saying JVR, Domi, Bailey. What's the top line? No way they're taking JVR. Schmitty, why are you saying that? JVR had a good year. He's only got 2 years left at $7 million. You don't know that. JVR, Domi, Donskoy. Cali, Domi, JVR. JVR, McCann. Okay, I like JVR, Domi. I think we'll go with JVR, Domi, Bailey. I think that's pretty solid. All right. All right. JVR, Domi, Bailey. Just making this clear. All right. JVR, Domi, Bailey. What's the second line? Okay, I'll fill it out with some common sense here. So you guys said Donskoy top line. So Donskoy, McCann, and Calle Jarnkrok then? Is that the vibe? Who else we got here? We could go Tierney as a center on the second line if we wanted. Donskoy, McCann, Jarnkrok. Is that the vibe? All right. Okay. And then Tierney's our third line center. Well, Schmitty, I just went with the subs picked. I will make my own predictions, but I just went with what the subs picked. So that I've already said it multiple times. This is not my picks. Okay, so third line, maybe we can go Tierney, Tanev, and Appleton, maybe, I'd say. I think that's fair. Niagara says Seattle isn't taking McCann. Okay, fine. I don't know how you guys know these things. Are you an insider? You know that for sure they're not taking McCann. Okay, so Tanev, Tierney, and Appleton. You ate the Tanev pick? Hey, well, don't forget Richie. Yeah, we can go Richie fourth line with... What would happen if we got 500 likes? I don't know. Let's do it. I think the stream would explode. Who else is on our fourth line on the opening night lineup? Is it Gambrell, Seattle native? I guess Lemieux would maybe be in there. Benson's available for lineup. Where are we going? Schmitty, relax. I made it clear to you these are not my picks. So either you're just not smart enough to listen or you're just being a troll. So relax. Okay, Gambrell and Lemieux in the last... Okay, fair. Let's do it. Okay, defense. Where are we going defense here? I guess you guys drafted Giordano, so... Hey, Jennifer with the 2. Thank you so much. Says, hey, John, hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Jennifer. Let's get some Jennifer hype in the chat. All right, this is our defense to choose from here. Where are we going with our starting lineup? Geo, maybe, yes. I mean, Stetcher could be decent on the, maybe, should we go Geo, Stetcher, Susie, Miller, maybe? Then Dunn and Foot? Foot, Susie, third pairing. Well, who would you put above Susie? You'd put Dunn, I guess. Maybe Dunn, Stetcher, Susie, Foot. That could be decent. Well, yeah, guys, we can't fit everyone. Bean would maybe be the extra defenseman for opening. We're just putting a hypothetical opening night here. Bean somewhere. Okay, well, we can put... Cal Foot's only 22. He doesn't need to be on the opening night lineup. So if you want to put Bean over Foot, then fine. Okay, guys, who are we putting? Bean or Foot on the opening night lineup? Because Giordano, we'll assume Giordano, Miller, Susie, Stetcher, and Vince Dunn are in there. So that's 5. Who's the 6th? Patrick, we picked Susie from the Wild. Bean? Okay. So then we'll go something like this, and I'll just put it, and you guys tell me if you agree. Giordano, Miller, Dunn, Stetcher, Bean. Oh, wait, no. Because Susie, actually... Actually, let's go... Maybe that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we change it or leave it like that? That works? Anything we should change, guys, here? Or is that fine? Switch Stetcher and Miller? Well, no, Stetcher's played really well, and he played well for Team Canada. I wouldn't say put Stetcher on the bottom pair. Really? Tanev on the second? Do you guys want Tanev over... No, I feel like Tanev... I feel like that's fine. Okay, and Price and Drieger. Well, we can just put Price as the only goalie. There you go. All right, guys, are we good with this? Switch Dunn and Stetcher. Okay, you guys want to switch Dunn and Stetcher here? Or are you guys fine with it? Just decide. W's, or do you want to switch something? Because this is being sent on Twitter. Price is not getting picked? Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, you guys are going Tanev over Donskoy? Bro, just decide. Do you guys want me to make the Dunn and Stetcher switch and the Donskoy and Tanev switch yay or nay in the chat? Or just say what you want me to do? Because this is your guys' call. I ain't making the call. I'm uploading my own video and with my own picks. This is fine? Okay. Okay, so send it through. This is the subs have spoken. This is fine. Gotta have Blackwell in there. Well, who are you putting Blackwell in over? Are we putting Blackwell over Lemieux? Up to you guys. Well, Yarn Crow is obviously going to be there. He's like... Blackwell's not going over Tanev. No. Just post it? All right. Locking it in. Well, Gambrell is the Seattle native, so he just for the represent, he's got to be in there. All right. Looks good to me. Lock it in. We'll see how people respond to it. All right. What's Saravelli saying? Yeah, they're able to talk to these men. Grubauer, Armia. Well, actually, no. Grubauer got protected, but... All right. Joey, I didn't pick anyone. This wasn't my picks, guys. That was the subs picks. I will do my video. Hey, who's watching the video when I upload it with my predictions this afternoon? I hope you guys do, because I know a bunch of you ask me questions all the time about who are you picking from Tampa, who are you picking from Montreal, who are you picking from Winnipeg. So I'll literally have my final predictions this afternoon. I hope you guys watch it. All right, and I'm about to end stream, so... We'll see how close the HH subs are for accuracy when the Kraken draft. Tarasenko overdone, Gord overfoot. Tate, there's something called the salary cap, bro. We can't just pick whoever. The salary cap prevents us from doing that, so we would have had to take other picks off. Yeah, a lot of you guys are shitting on Tanev, don't realize how like decent Tanev is. Anyways. Yeah, John, I saw that. What's up, Niels? All right, guys, any last questions before I end stream? And then again, I'm going to get some food in me, and then I'm going to look over the list a couple more times, and then I'm going to construct my team. Tate says, can't believe the chat took our 7th defenseman over first line center. Tate, who is that? Who are you referring to? Who is the 7th defenseman you're referring to? First line center. I would love to know who you're talking about. Yanni Gord's now a first line center. Wow. And Cal Foote, 22 years old. And you're calling him a 7th defenseman. Wow. I'm calling a little cap on Yanni Gord. Yanni Gord's not a second line center on half the teams in the NHL. So... Anyways, Yanni Gord's really good. Don't get me wrong. And I think the Kraken would be really smart to take Yanni Gord. But they also have to be smart with the salary cap. Like, going right to the salary cap. Like, we literally were, $5 million off the salary cap? Like, I don't even think Seattle's doing that. I think Seattle's going to leave at least 10 to 15 million of salary cap space. Or if they do go close to the cap, they're going to trade a lot of these guys. So, Johnny Boychuk, there you go. He's better than Domi? Maybe, yeah, but that was the most obvious pick from Columbus, and Tampa has other valuable picks. So, yeah, they could just waste their pick on Columbus and just pick, like, Stenlund. But to me, guys, I'm picking Domi and Cal Foote over Stenlund and Yanni Gord. Like, I just think Domi has the potential to bounce back, and Cal Foote's only 22. Right shot defenseman has a lot of potential. All right. That's fine, Tate. I'm sure... Tate, did you think... Guys, I'll just say this before I end stream. When Vegas was drafting, did you guys think William Karlsson, who was playing on the 3rd and 4th line for Columbus, would break out and be a first-line center for the Vegas Golden Knights? Did you think Riley Smith was going to explode the first year like he did? Did you think some of these guys... No. You don't know that Max Domi will fail. Max Domi could come into Seattle and have a fresh start... Show that he's that first round pick that he has. Get that success that he found in some ways with Arizona and Montreal. And explode with Seattle. You don't know otherwise. Because I can't say I predicted it either. Like, who predicted William Karlsson was going to do what he did? Or certain players on Vegas? No. I never said Yanni Gordon maybe couldn't be the first line center for... But what I'm telling you right now is You're making it seem like Cal Foot's not valuable here. There's a lot of guys out of Tampa. Unless Tampa makes a trade, like I said, with Seattle, ahead of them submitting their list and goes, hey, here's a second round pick. Here's a prospect. Here's another prospect. You take Tyler Johnson and we're happy. If that doesn't happen, yes, I believe Seattle's taking one of Yanni Gourde, Ross Colton, Cal Foot, or I don't know, they could maybe take Killorn. Exactly, Richard. That's the whole point. You take Domi from Columbus because Tampa has a lot more options. You're not going to waste a pick on Columbus and just pick Stenlund. There's like 8 other options on Tampa that are more valuable than Stenlund. Dad, yeah, you can go back on the stream and I'll be uploading my video. Shocks that were not protected. I mean, we thought Josh Bailey would be protected. I thought he would be protected. Bellows, it's just weird. They didn't protect Bellows or Bailey. I thought it would be a choice between one or the other. Any other shocks? I think Boston not protecting Richie was a little bit of shock for me. Just a little bit. And I mean, Edmonton not protecting Benson was like not surprising, but just kind of stupid in my eyes. Anyways, let's get 40,000 subs. Yes. Make sure you guys please subscribe if you haven't yet. It's free. Give me a shot. I hope I can prove that you won't regret it. And we'll be live either tomorrow or Tuesday. Definitely live Wednesday night for the expansion draft. We'll be live Thursday for like a draft preview show. I'm hoping to get on some guests. Friday night we'll be live for the draft. And then I'll be live on the 28th all day for free agency. So a lot of live streams over the next week. I'll be posting my video, like I said, within probably the hour. I would say by 1 p.m. Eastern time or 1:30 and around there, I'll have my video out for my final. There's no more predictions. This will be my final Seattle Kraken prediction video. So I'll predict the team and how I see it. So you guys kind of did your predictions. I'll do my own prediction, and I hope you guys check out the video when I post it. So, hey, over 2 hours, perfect. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like always on streams and videos. Always leave your comments in the live chat and on comments on videos. And you can reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter if you want. And I'll see you guys soon. And, yeah, make sure you check out the video when I post it this afternoon. All right, thank you, guys.